everyone, my name is Alexis and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I posted a reel / TikTok a few hours ago about me making this dried wreath here. So if you're interested and you want to take a look at that, click the link in my bio and that'll take you to the video. But I decided to do a full video today. And guys, make sure to watch the whole video all the way through because I will be announcing the giveaway winner. So a lot of the times when I'm doing my weddings and events, I usually end up with flowers left over. So what I like to do with the leftover flowers is I like to dry them and make wreaths out of them. So that is what I'm going to be showing you how to do today. I'm going to show you how I made my fall wreath out of dried flowers that I had from previous weddings. And I'm just going to kind of go through and show you how I did that step by step. So right now I am gluing in the Pampas grass, and I'm going to leave links to like the dried materials that I use. I'll leave links in the description box below so that way you guys can shop and get Pampas grass if you want it to for your wreath. But yes, so I'm using Pampas grass first. So I'm using two different types of Pampas grass here. I've got like a white bleached one that's like towards the top there, and then like a more natural dried leaf, and that's the stuff that I got from Amazon, like the natural colored stuff. So I'm gonna see how that will look, but I'm just kind of layering everything and just kind of working my way down the wreath. The color orange and orange, the fruit, is typically associated with joy and happiness. So I wanted to make sure that I incorporated those into my wreath because I want to promote joy and happiness into my home. It was super easy to dry the fruit. All you have to do is put them in the oven for about 350, and I would put them in for about maybe 15 minutes on high, and then just check them every now and then, flip them. Mine got a little too toasty in my opinion, but I still use them because I think they look good. But yeah, keep an eye on them next time. And then, of course, what would a dried wreath be without some baby's breath? So I love baby's breath because it dries really nicely and it makes for a really beautiful accent on wreaths and just like any really dried type of thing that you're doing. So what I'm doing here is I'm just clustering my baby's breath together so that way it's a little more full. And then I'm just gonna glue in the little pieces where I feel it's just looking a little empty at. So I'm putting it there, and this is really gonna be like the main focal like filler flower that I use for this wreath. I'm obsessed with how these roses dried out. I feel like they look super beautiful. They used to be Playa Blanca roses, and in my opinion, they're like the most beautiful white rose. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. And the best part about them all is that they're not expensive. So yeah, I grabbed a bunch of Playa Blanca roses and dried them, and I think they dried absolutely gorgeous. Now, I always like to group alike flowers together in groups of 2s, 3s, or 5s. I tend to just work with odd numbers, but I think that those just look really good together, so I always try to just cluster everything. I found these fall chrysanthemums a few weeks ago and I absolutely love the color, and I was also really surprised that it actually kept the color even after being dried. Sometimes when you dry flowers, like the color fades a little bit, like with the roses, like those were bright white roses and now they're like cream and tan. So I was definitely really surprised that the color kept as well as it did. Now for a little pop of color, I'm going to be adding in some spray roses, and these were originally like a pinkish reddish color, and rose also represents like love and beauty and all that, so I also really wanted to make sure to add this into my wreath as well because again, I'm always trying to promote like love, happiness into my home, so this is just another way you can incorporate that. Now I'm just taking that same baby's breath and placing it anywhere where I feel there's like a hole or just anywhere where my eye stops. That's where I'm putting baby's breath at. So I'm just filling in all my empty spaces with the baby's breath. And guys, just a reminder, if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. This will tell YouTube that these are the types of videos you like, so they will actually start to promote and push more of these like DIY flower videos to you. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so that way you get notified when I upload, and so that way you also get recommended more videos like this. Now for some finishing touches, I'm going to be adding in some billy balls, and I love how these dry because they really do keep the shape, the color, the size, like it looks exactly the same as it was when it was like alive. So now that it's dried, I think it looks even more beautiful. But yeah, I'm just adding in some billy balls for some color. And there you have it, guys, a beautiful fall dried wreath. So this was really easy to make. I would say it took about 15 minutes. If you do end up recreating a wreath for your own, I would love to see it. You can tag me on Instagram at Flowers by Alexis, and I will share it on my story. For the moment you all been waiting for, here is the winner of my giveaway from last week. Thank you so much for everyone who participated in this giveaway, and thank you so much for getting me to 6K subscribers. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!